favor, recebam com muita energia, aquela energia que só o Brasil tem, porque D23 aqui no Brasil vai ser a melhor D23 da história. Vamos combinar? Então, por favor, uma salva de palmas para o nosso chairman de Disney Experience, Josh D'Amato!
To São Paulo, Josh. Have you been enjoying yourself so far?
Oh my gosh, yes. This is my first time to Brazil, first of all.
It's awesome.
Yes, what an amazing city we have here. I mean, the people, you guys are incredible. I've been eating the food, the energy. I'm having such a great time here. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Josh. Well, we are so glad to have you. Thank you so much. It's so special to have you in here in Brazil with us today, Josh.
Well, thank you. I know that you are a huge Disney fan as well. I know how much you love everything Disney. So I appreciate you joining us today along with all these amazing fans. Thank you so much.
I'm super honored to be here, Josh. Thanks so much. And now, I will let you get started.
Thank you, Larissa.
The stage is yours.
As I said, it is so great to see all of you. I have loved the last few days here. I love being out on the floor, meeting with so many of you. I can't believe all these great costumes that you have. You all look fantastic. One of my favorite things to do after meeting so many of you is hearing the stories that you have about your experience with Disney. One of the things that was really special to me is many of you said that you were part of the Disney College program. Well, I was going to ask, how many Disney College program folks do we have out here today? You guys are the best. You are the heart and soul of Disney. Well, being here with all of you today is pretty special to me because I know Walt Disney himself, he loved this part of the world. In fact, back in 1941, he spent time in South America, including a stop right here in Brazil. He was here in Brazil. And during that trip, he was introduced to a character that I'm pretty sure everyone here loves, Jose Carioca, right? Well, Walt was so inspired by what he learned, by the people that he met, that he created 2 animated features based on that experience. And these continue to find their way out into audiences. They're now on Disney Plus, so the whole world can see them. Now, Walt's greatest joy was entertaining Disney fans around the world, and we carry on that legacy at Disney Experiences today. It is so fun whenever I'm out in the park and I meet Brazilians out there. You guys are the best, and you know what? You're very easy to spot. You're very easy to spot. You know, usually you're all in these big groups, right? Yeah, which I love, and you're all wearing matching shirts. And the best thing is, it is so clear that you are having the time of your lives, and I love that. I love seeing that. And you know why? I'm a huge Disney fan, just like all of you are. I was 10 years old when my family took our first trip to Disneyland in California. And listen, everybody, I can still remember what it was like on Peter Pan's flight, which I rode with my parents. And we made an emotional connection that day. We made a connection with the Peter Pan story, we made a connection with Disneyland, and then my family got together and we all connected in a very special way. Now, I take my kids to the parks and we make those same memories all over again. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about, right? This is why we love Disney Experiences so much. It is those special and unique connections that probably everybody in this room have. And when you make them, they last your whole life. One of the best parts of my job it's getting to read letters and emails from guests who want to share their powerful moments that they experienced during their time at one of our special parks or on our cruise line. Maybe that was when their child got to meet their favorite character. Those are really special moments. Or maybe it's riding their favorite attraction. We have so many of them. Maybe it was a great meal that they had while they were on one of our cruise ships, or they're watching the fireworks at night. Or maybe it was one of our cast members who made that trip just extra special. We have the best cast members in the world. And I can tell by the reaction that you've all had moments like this in our parks or on our ships or maybe even in our hotels. Well, just think about how these moments happen thousands of times a day. They're happening millions of times a year. They're happening in our experiences all around the world, and they're building and they're building. And this has been happening for the past 70 years now across the globe. First, it was Disneyland, the place that I started my career. And then it was Walt Disney World, the place I know you all love. And now we're in places like Disneyland Paris and Tokyo Disneyland. Right. And these places, they're now taking their kids to visit. So the generations just keep moving on, just like my family's, just like yours. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with you about the next generation of Disney experiences. And listen, everyone, we are bringing the stories and characters that you love to life in ways that you have never dreamed of before. This, for all of us, this will be an unprecedented era of growth and expansion for our experiences around the world. As we all sit here in this room today, we have Disney Imagineers hard at work all around the world. They're dreaming big, they're designing, and they're building our stories into real places that you can all visit. There's so much happening. So much happening, I don't even know where to start. So, you guys want to start with cruise lines? Let's start with cruise lines. Okay, all right. Well, we launched our cruise lines in 1998, and our goal, it was to reimagine how you spend time with your family, but out at sea. So to do that, we've taken everything that you love about Disney experiences, and then we set sails on new adventures around the world. We invite you inside the stories that you love in entirely new Disney ways. And I'm positive, some of you here know how special a Disney cruise can be. Do we have any cruisers? Who's been on a Disney cruise line before? Wow, okay, so quite a few of you. They offer these amazing Broadway-style shows that play throughout your voyage. You're going to hear some of those in a moment. You'll have thrilling ways for you to have fun, like the Aqua Mouse on the cruise ship. It's our first attraction that we've ever done at sea. There are these incredible dining experiences that bring food and entertainment together. Like one of our new ones, we have a Coco restaurant debuting on the Disney Treasure next month. It's going to be incredible. There's so much to experience on these ships, and we're going to tell you more about the Disney Treasure in just a moment. We go all over the place. We travel to tremendous destinations, including 2 of our beautiful island destinations, Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay on Lighthouse Point that just opened up. It is gorgeous. And there's so much more, all delivered with that exceptional service that defines a Disney experience. Our dreams for Disney Cruise Line, they are not small. They keep getting bigger and bigger. We have 5 ships right now that are out at sea. By 2031, we will double that, more than double that. We'll have 13 total ships so that you can all get on a Disney cruise at some point. With 13 ships, I hear you, with 13 ships, we're going to be all over the world. So, to talk more about this exciting time of growth, I want to welcome from Walt Disney Imagineering a really special, really talented guy, Michael Hundgen. Michael, come on out. You're looking really good today.
Hey, you are too. I like those
I see you checking out my sneaks.
Yeah.
Everybody see those? Did you pick up your pair?
They're awesome.
Little Pixar. So what's going on here? You got some light blue shoes.
I got my Boba Fett blues on.
Boba Fett blue.
Got my look too.
Well done. So
Yeah.
welcome to Brazil. Your first time in Brazil as well.
This is my first time in Brazil, and it's so... You guys have made it so exciting to be here for the first ever D23 Brazil. How amazing.
It's incredibly proud. All right, I was just sharing with everyone how we're growing our Disney Cruise Line fleet over the next several years, and that includes 2 new ships on the way. Those 2 new ships are coming in the next 12 months. So very quickly, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's right. The team is actually on their way right now. The Disney Destiny will take its maiden voyage out of Florida from a year from now, in November of 2025. And everybody at Walt Disney Imagineering is really, really excited about this one because we are creating, for the first time ever, a heroes and villains theme for a Disney Cruise Line ship. This is a whole new way to tell stories at sea with these amazing characters. For example, when you first board the Destiny, you'll enter our Grand Hall. And this one, it's inspired by Marvel Studios' Black Panther films, including a statue of the Black Panther himself, which is going to be awesome. It's really, really cool. And we're also creating an all-new dining experience featuring the Lion King.
Lion King, yeah.
It's really amazing. A piano bar inspired by none other than Cruella de Vil. And a Broadway-style Disney Hercules stage show.
I love Hercules.
I love Hercules.
Did you get a Hercules t-shirt yesterday?
No.
You didn't? They sold out.
Well, it's going to feature the music, the characters, and that everybody knows and loves, all of you know and love from that classic animated film. And that's really just scratching the surface. We'll have more to talk about with the Disney Destiny as we get closer to the time it sails.
Yeah, and clearly these folks can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait either. But lucky for us, we have another new ship debuting just next month, and that's the Disney Treasure. So what do you have to tell us about that?
That's right. We're so close. That's the team that's sailing right now across the Atlantic to get to the States. The Treasure launches out of Florida on December 21st of this year. And you mentioned earlier how our ships reimagine the experience our guests love in our parks. Well, that's especially true on the Disney Treasure, because you know what? We're debuting our first ever parlor dedicated to the Haunted Mansion. Everybody's going to feel like they materialized as one of the 999 happy haunts as we tell a great new story with this beloved attraction. It'll be fantastic.
Well, clearly we have some Haunted Mansion fans in the house, yeah? Well, I was just on the Treasure last week or the week before as the crew was getting ready to sail. Haunted Mansion is one of my all-time favorites. It looks spectacular. And I think this is a great example of how we can tell new stories in our ships that feel very familiar but fresh at the same time.
Absolutely, that's exactly right. The Treasure will also have some new experiences featuring some of our animated favorites, like the characters from Aladdin and Coco. You got Coco fans here? We heard yesterday how much you love Zootopia.
Yeah, I love Zootopia.
And of course, Moana, she'll be on the ship as well.
Yeah, that was an amazing reaction yesterday. I was sitting here. Clearly, our fans here in Brazil love Moana, right? You guys love it. And you may have heard that we're about to release Moana 2 in theaters, and it's looking like this is going to be a huge, huge opening for this amazing film. So I hope you all get out to check that movie out. Now, we have brought Moana to our theme parks in various ways. Parades and nighttime shows. We've done character experiences. We actually have an attractions now at Epcot. And now we're bringing her to the Disney, bringing her to the Disney Cruise Lines for the first time. So I know you know a lot about this. Tell the crew what we're doing.
It's a fantastic new show. You mentioned it earlier, but each of our ships, they have a big stage show that feels like it's just off of Broadway. And so for the Treasure, our signature show is based on the first Moana film, which I think we all agree is an absolute classic. So we are going to get the chance to retell her story in this new format, which of course builds to that big finale where she faces off against Taka. And so for this climactic scene, we are bringing Taka to life as a 15-foot tall puppet. This is the largest puppet we've ever produced for a Disney Cruise Line show. I'm telling you, it is going to be an incredible moment for all the Moana fans to see this fantastic character come to life right in front of all of you. It's going to be great.
Yes, now I can speak from direct experiences. I have the best job in the world, so oftentimes I find myself on a flight to some of these destinations where we're building these shows. I got a chance to go up with the team who was practicing the show. I saw this puppet, Taka, in person. She is huge, she is stunning, she is beautiful. In fact, I was so inspired that I reached out to some of our friends right here in Brazil, where we have a Moana show that happens to be on tour right now. And I asked them to be here today for a special performance in honor of our love for Moana. Everybody enjoy the show. So incredible.
Yeah.
By the way, to see the performers come backstage and the emotion that they have, which is the same emotion you have, pretty darn special.
incredible.
But the show must go on. So, Michael, you were with Disney Cruise Line for several years, and now you oversee the creative portfolio for all of Walt Disney World. That's a pretty big job.
It's a big job, no pressure.
That's right. Well, listen, millions of our fans around the world, including our friends here in Brazil, and I'm sure a lot of people in this room, they think about Disney World as a vacation. It's like a dream come true. So tell us a little bit about Walt Disney World.
I mean, I love Walt Disney World. I was the kid that grew up going to Walt Disney World, so I have so many memories with my family there. And so when we have guests visit Walt Disney World, we want them to feel as if they truly stepped into a different world. The world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy, as Walt so famously put it. Disney World is a place where we want our guests to forget about their cares and just relax and have fun and make memories with their loved ones as they experience Disney stories in so many different ways. We all love Walt Disney World?
Well, between our 4 theme parks, our 2 water parks, Disney Springs, so many resort hotels, and there's so much to do there. The possibilities to have fun at Disney World, they are absolutely endless. And you know, we've added so many new experiences over the past few years. I mean, there's so much going on.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe some of you have already experienced some of these, but we've opened 2 spectacular attractions at the Magic Kingdom. Any Tron Light Cycle Run fans out there? And of course, Tiana's Bayou Adventure as well. Awesome. Well, they've both been huge hits with our guests and clearly all of you. And in fact, these are already our top 2 attractions at the Magic Kingdom Park. How cool is that? And we've also recently completed the transformation of Epcot, which brought us Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and of course, Guardians of the Galaxy.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite Guardians of the Galaxy song?
Oh, it's gotta be Conga, right?
Okay, that attraction is insane.
And of course, Journey of Water, inspired by none other than Moana, just to name a few.
Yeah, there's so much going on, right? And we are not slowing down at all. And I'm sure that there are some folks in here, I hope, who are planning their vacations for next year. Yes? Okay. So, Michael, talk to us a little bit about everything that we have in store for them in 2025 at Walt Disney World.
I mean, 2025 is going to be great. You just mentioned Epcot, so I'll start there. We're telling a new story in one of the most popular attractions in the park over at Test Track. The experience has always been focused on the future of motion, and that future, well, of course, it keeps changing. So we are going to evolve along with it with our friends at General Motors. So this new take on Test Track will show us how our vehicles of today and tomorrow see the world and the road around them. And of course, that's not all forever.
No, that's not. You got a lot more, right?
We do, that's right. We're also working, this is one of your favorites, we're working on this lounge at Spaceship Earth. This will be a place where you can relax as you look over World Celebration and the rest of the park. It's going to be great.
Yeah, this is going to be one of my favorite places. The view here is going to be spectacular. And speaking of lounges, we have a special one in the works for Magic Kingdom as well. You've been working on this one, Michael.
Yeah, any Pirates fans? We love Pirates. So this is an exciting new space in Adventureland that's going to extend the story of Pirates of the Caribbean. And you'll feel like, it's going to be awesome. You'll feel like a real swashbuckler when you step into this dimly lit tavern. It's full of great stories and all kinds of fun to discover. And we brought something with us, just a new special look at the tavern, just for all of you. We have not shared this before. And there's going to be, I'm telling you, there's going to be some really great special surprises in this place that all of you are sure to love. It's going to be great.
And there's more for Magic Kingdom, right? So why don't you tell the fans here about the nighttime shows that we have going on.
Yeah, there is something, I can hear it. There's something so special about a nighttime show inside of a Disney park. And it's a tradition that goes back more than 50 years to the Main Street Electrical Parade. Love that one. So this new show, Disney Starlight, will add to that legacy. It uses the latest technology to tell all new stories with the characters that everybody absolutely loves. It'll feature moments from Peter Pan, that's right, and Encanto, and Frozen, and so many more. It's gonna be fantastic. And in fact, we're gonna give you all here a sneak peek at something we haven't shared.
No one has seen this. You'll be the first audience to see it.
So I hear we have lots of Moana fans out there. We talked about it all day. And so here's a special look just for you at how her float is shaping up for this great parade. We cannot wait for this one. It's going to be fantastic. So great to have a nighttime parade.
So tell us about the new shows and works for the Tree of Life.
Yeah, this is a fun one. We love Zootopia as well. The new movie comes out next year. We've got a show. It's called Zootopia Better Zoogether, and it's going to open next winter. And we're working with our friends at Disney Animation to write a whole new story in this great world that we love. You guys will get to spend time with Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde as we go on an adventure through all the great biomes in Zootopia. It's going to be so much fun.
So that is a lot. There's just so much happening at Walt Disney World next year. And then when you look beyond 2025, things start to get super exciting. And that's where I want to spend the rest of our time with you, Michael. I want to take a look into the future if we can. And since you were just talking about Disney's Animal Kingdom, let's stay there for a moment, okay? So what can you tell us about what we're creating for that park?
Well, I mean, I tell you, we are entering the next big moment for Animal Kingdom because we are building a new land called Tropical America. So we're going to tell all new stories. It's fantastic. In fact, the land is set in this part of the world, right around the equator. And so when you walk over from Discovery Island, you enter a town that we're calling Puebla Esperanza, which means Village of Hope. And you'll find it set in the heart of a beautiful, lush rainforest. There's a large fountain in the center of town where people like to gather and tell stories. And you'll also find a big, beautiful hacienda that will reflect the food and the culture of the region. And I've already heard stories about what they're creating from food.
I tasted it.
It's going to be fantastic. In the town, there's a horse stable that one Esperanza resident, he's a wood carver, and he's created a carousel featuring some of his favorite animals from all the Disney stories. It's a beautiful, special take on a classic Disney attraction that we know young families are just going to absolutely love. And then over on one side of the town, there's a famous house that some of you might recognize, right?
That's right, everybody, because we are creating our first major attraction based on Encanto. Now, Michael, how are we going to experience this new story with the Madrigal family?
Well, when you walk up to the casita, the whole house, it's going to feel alive. The shutters move and the doors will swing open, just like in the film. It's so exciting to bring the house and casita to life. So we are arriving on the day that Antonio, the young boy from the film, he receives his magical gift, which I'm sure you'll all remember. Antonio can communicate with animals. Right. And so Casita has magically kind of put furniture together from the house so that we can go on a journey throughout, and ultimately we end up in Antonio's room, which has been transformed into this beautiful, amazing rainforest full of animals. So we'll get to hang out with Antonio and all of his new animal friends. It's going to be great.
I think this is going to be incredibly special. This group, clearly. But then, I know that there's something on the other side of that land too that we're really excited about. So Michael, let's talk about that.
That's right. This is the other big attraction addition that we're adding, which is a brand new Indiana Jones attraction. Yes, we love our Indy attractions at Disney parks. And this one will be a completely new story from any other Indy attraction that we've ever done anywhere in the world. This one will take place in an ancient Maya temple that Indy has recently discovered. And he's heard some rumors about this rare artifact that is buried deep within this temple. And so he's bringing us along for this wild exploration. It'll be quite the adventure.
Yes, this one's going to be so exciting. And Encanto and Indiana Jones, they're going to be completely fresh takes on classic Disney stories. It's the type of storytelling Imagineers have been creating now for 70 years. Michael and the team have finished their research trips. I know they've been really fun. They've finished all of their designs and all the prep work, and now it's time to start building. So construction on this is an 11-acre land that you just saw. It's about to begin, and it will debut for all of you in 2027.
Yes.
The first time that I saw Monsters, Inc., all that I wanted to do was get into that door vault and zoom around, right? I think everybody wants to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they basically created a ride for us. Now we get to finally do it, because that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the factory. You'll experience this is the first ever suspended coaster in a Disney park, and it is gonna be amazing. Just like in the movie when the doors, they rise up into the air and they turn and they get whisked into the factory, we're all gonna do that. And we're gonna go on this amazing ride.
Yeah, I mean, so the Imagineers are hard at work on this one. I know you're very involved, but imagine this, guys. You're gonna be sitting in your attraction, an army's gonna come down and pick you up and throw you into this room of doors. It is going to be fantastic. And you know, we've already started. Construction on the project begins next year, and I know how excited you and all of the Imagineers are for this one.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you can tell, this is like a dream job. It's a dream come true for all of us.
Well, since we're talking about Pixar, why don't we jump over to the Magic Kingdom, where we have a new experience in the works for Frontierland, featuring some of Pixar's favorite characters.
That's right. We are getting to spend some more time with Mater and Lightning McQueen and all their friends. Yeah. We love the Cars crew because we're going to reimagine a section of Frontierland. And this time we're actually leaving Radiator Springs behind, and we're heading out and into the wilderness with two new Cars attractions. The first one is a thrilling rally race across the frontier. You're gonna get to climb mountain trails and dodge geysers and splash through the mud as you take on the terrain. And just for all of you guys, we thought we'd bring some footage in of a full-scale track that we built to start doing tests. This is just for you. Nobody's seen this before. And we use this track to experiment with, like, how is it gonna feel when you're in an off-road rally race going through the dirt.
You know, this is what the Imagineers get to do. They just get on planes and go travel and do fun stuff. And you know something interesting? I didn't get invited in this one.
We heard about your driving record and we made a call.
That's not nice. That's not nice at all.
I gotta tell you, this is the day where you say to yourself, wow, I mean, is this not the coolest job ever that we get to go do this? And the great thing is that's not all we're doing for this land. We know how much young children love cars, and so our second attraction is geared especially for our smallest racers. It's something that we know the whole family is gonna love.
Yeah, and the same thing, construction on these new Cars attractions, they will begin next year, and that is not all for the Magic Kingdom.
This before, and it just shows some of the fearsome characters that are inspiring this land. And so in our story...
By the way, do you have a favorite?
Oh man. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite? I gotta go with Ursula. My 4-year-old daughter loves Ursula, so she's my pick. But they're all fantastic. And in our story, a mysterious spell has been cast, summoning all these villains from every realm. And in this land, the heroes, they don't come to save the day. And there might not be a happily ever after. You never know, right? So it'll have 2 massive attractions. We'll have dining, shopping, and so much fiendish fun for all of you to explore. We can't wait.
I'm excited about a lot. I am particularly excited about this one. I'm looking forward to breaking ground on this land. We're going to do that very, very soon. This, everybody, is going to be storytelling on just absolutely grand scale. I think that is only something that Disney can deliver.
Absolutely. It's a fearless new vision for Disney experiences for all of us and what it can be.
Well, Mike, this was amazing. We could be up here for hours. We won't do that to the crew, but thanks for joining us today and sharing so much great information about the Disney Cruise Line and about Walt Disney World. We cannot wait to see what you and your fellow Imagineers will create for our fans next.
Well, on behalf of the teams, I thank all of you. Thanks for your fandom. It's so great to be here.
Thank you, Michael. We'll also be home to our first major Lion King attraction. And here we're going to invite you into the Pride Land so that you can follow Simba on his journey from Cub all the way to King. We are so excited to bring this to life for all of you. Now, if you're thinking about taking a trip to the Disneyland Resort in California, which I hope you are, you couldn't have picked a better time. Our newest attraction, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it opens next week. And that is just the beginning. Next year, we'll celebrate Disneyland's 70th anniversary. And we are going to do this in a major way all across the resort. And during that celebration, we're bringing a new show to the Main Street Opera House. Maybe some of you have heard about this. It's called Walt Disney, A Magical Life. Yeah, this will feature our first audio animatronic figure of Walt. This is going to be really special. So you'll feel as if you step right into Walt's office, and he'll reflect on his life and he'll share his hopes for a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. This is going to be a really powerful experience for our fans. We're so excited about the future of the Disneyland Resort, especially at Disney California Adventure, where we're creating a new experience inspired by the Avatar films, including some that you haven't seen yet. The park will also be home to our first major Coco attraction from Disney Park. One of my favorite stories, so I'm really excited about this. Here you're going to get a chance to follow Miguel's journey to the land of the dead as you travel through colorful, expansive scenes. It'll feature a skeletal cast of characters brought to life through the latest in our audio animatronic technology. And we're going to break ground on this attraction in 2026, so it's coming soon. Next year, we're also starting construction on a massive new expansion of Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure. This is going to double the size of the campus. And you know what? To share more about what we're working on, please welcome somebody very special, the president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Fiege. Pretty amazing.
Incredible.
So thanks for being here. How does this feel? I mean,
It feels great. This is my third time to Brazil, and it never ceases to amaze me, the passion, the fandom, the love here in Brazil for Disney and for Marvel.
It's pretty incredible. Well, Kevin, I was just talking about Disney California Adventure, which of course is home to our original Avengers campus, and I hope we made you proud on that front. Well, we've been working with Kevin and his team on this land, and we're only just getting started here. Kevin puts a lot of pressure on me. He wants more, he wants bigger. Well, we have 2 new attractions in the works for this land. So tell us about something that we're calling the Stark Flight Lab.
Stark Flight Lab is pretty darn awesome. You're invited into Tony's workshop to test new flight equipment. Now this crazy thing, you get onto these 2-person pods and you're going on a track, and all of a sudden one of Tony's robot arms, like Dummy and you, pick you up into the sky and take you on this test flight. And depending on what vehicle you get in, you might encounter some of our other Avenger friends.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The Imagineers are going all out on this one. So I'm looking forward to it. And it is actually, because we've done some testing, it is as much fun to ride and watch. Either way, it's pretty spectacular. All right, and then we have another attraction, Avengers Infinity Defense. This is going to be like nothing else. It's going to be incredible. Our guests are going to help reassemble the Avengers to battle King Thanos. And we have some new Stark tech that's going to take us to new places I know that you love, Kevin.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Asgard, right? We're going to head over to Wakanda. And of course, we're going to go to New York City. These new attractions are going to be absolutely spectacular. We're going to do Kevin proud. And they'll be made even more special because, as you may have heard, we're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. to reprise his role as Tony Stark, which I know is going to be incredibly exciting for all of us. Here he is actually. He's doing some early testing on the Stark Flight Lab. He's with our CEO, Bob Iger. These guys had a blast on this.
They love it. You know, we're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as a character. I don't know if any of you have heard of him, called Dr. Doom. And as part of that, he really wants to be involved in the parks, as you know. And he came by Imagineering and got to be one of the first people to ride this attraction.
He was
very appropriate.
Yeah, he was a little nervous when he got on this thing.
And he was very brave.
Creating with Epic Games. There are millions of Fortnite players all across Brazil, so I'm sure some of you in here play. A few Fortnite players in here? Okay. Kevin, Marvel's had a huge presence in this game. Tell us a little bit about
Well,
that.
Epic's been great partners going back to 2018 when we launched our Infinity Gauntlet event tied to the release of Avengers Infinity War. A few years after that, Galactus destroyed the whole island. And it was so darn cool that I shared the visuals that Fortnite put together with the team making the Fantastic Four movie so they could get the spirit of Galactus right. And we just wrapped up their highly successful Absolute Doom season, which was the biggest live event this year in Fortnite.
Congratulations.
Which was a big deal. What I love about it is there are so many people that learn about our characters for the first time. My son turns 12 next week. He plays Fortnite. Maybe a little too much.
I've got the same problem.
And he learns so much about our characters from that, and Dr. Doom in particular was very exciting for people to start to see it. And what I love about that is that it inspires them to then go watch a Marvel movie or go see a show on Disney Plus, read a comic. It's an incredible relationship.
Yeah.
And this new universe, as Josh said, is going to take us way, way further than anything we've ever done before.
Yeah, I think you're right. And what we're working on, it's going to invite fans to play with Disney in just completely new ways. So what you all have to do is imagine a place where your favorite Disney characters and worlds, they all converge. And it's a connected universe that we're creating. Imagine a place where you can watch anything Disney that you want to watch. You can play and interact with our characters. You can even create your own Disney stories if you choose to do that. Imagine turning everything that you love about Disney into a digital playground that you can visit all the time, 365 days a year. So what we're doing here is we are bringing the full power of Disney storytelling to this incredibly dynamic new environment. So Kevin, Kevin's a huge Disney Parks fan, first of all. He makes amazing films, a great partner of ours, and I appreciate you being on.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you in a few hours.
Some of you might know this. I've been with Disney for 26 years, going on 27 years, and I have never been more excited for our future than right now. We're giving you more of what you love about Disney experiences. We're giving you more ways to make those memories that I talked about on the front of the show. We're inviting you into our stories so that we can become, hopefully, part of all of your stories. Now, none of this would be possible without our incredible Imagineers, our cast members, our crew members, and our Disney employees. They are the ones that are making all of this come to life for all of you. So I want to sincerely thank every one of them. And I want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you for being true Disney fans. To show our appreciation, we have a little gift for all of you that you can collect on the way out. We created this exclusive poster just for all of you, something that I hope you can take home and it can serve as a reminder for all the fun that we've had together today. So pick those up on your way out. And I've got one last surprise for all of you. I've asked Larissa to join us again to sing one of her favorite Disney songs. Larissa, come on.